I'm Josh with Waupaca Community Media. We're back in for another community update. Ron Sari from the School District of Waupaca, Aaron Jensen, City of Waupaca. Hello.
Hey, Josh.
Hey.
And we're into September. That means the school year just kicked off. And Ron, we were just talking, a very strong start to the school year. A lot of people excited to be back.
It is. That's exactly what we're experiencing too. You know, coming back and being able to focus on education. And we're seeing a lot of positivity, excitement, and smiles, which is really nice. And we're pretty also excited because as a school district, we have all of our teachers here and hired, and most of the majority of the support staff. And we're excited about that because there's some schools in the state and across the country that they don't have all of their staff. So we're very blessed and fortunate.
And a couple of changes for the start of the school year. One noticeable change is there's a change on where people park at the high school.
Yeah. You know, safety is a focus for our school district, and it has been, and it continues to be. And so at the high school, we made a decision to move our students' parking from the King side of the building over to the Highway 22 side. And it fits, we're monitoring it very closely, and it seems to be going very well. The feedback we're getting from our high school students that drive to school is positive. They're getting out of the parking lot and leaving our campus faster than they did previously, but it also seems to be safer because the students leaving and the parents leaving, they're all going in the same direction. And then there's no intersection like there used to be when they parked on the other side. So we're continuing to monitor it, and we'll probably be making some other minor changes, increasing signage, but it's going pretty well.
And another thing we want to talk about start of the school year is how important attendance is.
Yeah. Student attendance is always something we talk about, and it's important. But, you know, after coming out of COVID, I mean, at the high school, I was talking to the principal the other day, and we are already issuing some truancy tickets. And it's so important for our students, no matter what grade they're in, that they come to school, because all absences represent a loss of time in the classroom, and it's a lost opportunity to learn. And so I just wanted to emphasize that our students have to make every day count, and that attendance matters, and not only for school, which is a main priority, but also in life. Because if their employer, when they get out of school and they're in the job they have a job, their employer is going to want them to show up every day and on time. So yeah, I just want to kind of reiterate that, Josh.
And then I know over the past couple months, we've been talking school security, the referendum coming up, all that stuff. And I know there's been one change. We talked about the parking lot, but another change with this school year as far as building security goes, and you've moved to a single student entrance.
Yeah, all four campuses now, all four schools have one entrance for students. And we're kind of transitioning for one entrance overall. That'll happen if this referendum were to pass. Staff and students will go through the same entrance, but some of our buildings right now, staff are coming in a different entrance than the students. But yeah, the students all coming in one is important. It seems to be going well at all four buildings. I know for certain it's going really well at the high school where my office happens to be. So yeah, these new protocols we're putting in place seem to be going well. Also, we haven't found any doors propped open, outside doors propped open, which is very important for our security.
Good. Now, a couple different events to talk about coming up. Aaron, the first one is a groundbreaking for the splash pad at Swan Park that is so close to happening. So tell us about that.
Yeah, and this is just a small event with some of the larger donors, some elected officials, Mayor Smith, Friends of Waupaca Parks fundraisers. That's going to be happening on September 12th. The reason I share that is just because it marks the start of a pretty exciting project. So again, that will be, and I think we've even showed some renderings on this weekly update, but that will be within a week of that. We'll start some construction on the splash pad and the playground overhaul. And you know, we hope to have a lot of that work done before it freezes and the snow flies. Obviously, be looking at lead times of material, and the weather can change very rapidly here. And I heard it's supposed to be a hard winter, which is unfortunate. So we'll see. But for sure, obviously, if it doesn't finish up this fall, the spring, and when parks open, that splash pad should be open and the playground should be usable. So that's exciting.
Another event coming up, the Chain Exploration Center hosting a Cornrows.
Yeah, it's a collaborative effort between the CEC and the public library, Waupaca Area Public Library. And it is at no charge. The corn is free. The whole event is free. It's happening this Saturday, September 10th from 4 to 6 at the CEC. Everybody's welcome to attend, even if you're just a community member. Feel free to go out there. They're going to have story walks, yard games, and something different called on-demand garden tours. So it should be a fun time for everybody involved. Again, that's this coming Saturday, September 10th from 4 to 6.
Very good. And more success on getting grants for the Waupaca area. Recently awarded grant $25,000 for a relocation grant. What's that all about?
Yeah, so that's just another success story from Greg, the grant writer, as we like to call him. And this one was actually a joint application between the city, the school district, and the Chamber of Commerce, and the CVB. You could count that in there too. And it's just the next step in providing resources and marketing and all of those things, and kind of combining it to the creation of a very, very professionally done web page that can be a landing site for those interested in relocating here. Actually, we often our good ideas come from other places that have done something really well. And if you want to look at an area that has done it well, Marquette, Michigan has created a page called Make It Marquette, and it would kind of replicate an effort like that, but we would build on it, and it will have more Waupaca specific things. But if anyone wants an idea of what that may look like, they can go to that website and see. So we've done a lot of marketing efforts between the city, the chamber, and the school district, and trying to attract people. We've had videos put together by our local Noah Lenke. We've paid for some target marketing, and we said, well, we're missing that step where once they see these videos, where can we direct them to that has all the resources that you'd want to know as someone wanting to move here. And that's what this effort will be. And we're grateful for the Community Foundation, not only for this effort and this support, but for all of their support. I think we'll talk about that in a future episode here, but they give out a record number of grants this year in the Waupaca area. And it's pretty awesome work what they do. So.
Jump back to the school. The school board has a new member. Mark Polbitsky resigned as he's leaving the area, and the school board worked through the process to select someone to replace him.
Yeah, they did. We were fortunate. We had 7 different individuals from our community express interest, and that's just terrific to have that amount of people. Yeah. And the board was able to select somebody. They selected Molly McDonald, and she's a local person who grew up here, graduated from Waupaca High School, and is now raising her kids here. And I think she'll be a good fit for our school board.
And then the last thing we want to touch on is the school transportation Go Right Way. They've got a good problem that they've got enough staff, no routes canceled, just going very well when you compare to other areas, but they're still looking for some help. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we're blessed that we didn't have to cancel any routes, and that they're full staffed with their drivers. I did see some school districts that had to cancel routes as we open the school year, so that's a good thing. But they do have applications out there for additional drivers. It's always good to have extras. And they also have a position, an operations assistant position that's opened. And if anybody's interested in that, they could apply at Go Right Way. They're a good partner that we have as a vendor, and we're just trying to help them ensure that they're able to have people on the road and pick our kids up and drop them off safely.
So it's good news to hear that they're where they need to be staffing wise for the good start of the school year you're having.
Yes, correct. Thank you, Josh.
Well, Aaron, Ron, appreciate the time this week to get the community up to date. Lots of good things going on. Wishing you a good school year this year.
Thank you.
Thanks, Josh.